Hello, if you're starting this from the beginning, welcome to my stream. And I'm gonna play some golf. Throwing a big ol' and see how we shoot. I've already pretty much won the tournament.
EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present third round coverage of the Open Championship. Frank, when you come to the old course at St. Andrews for the Open Championship, you can just about hear the legends whispering to you. So many of the greats have made their mark right here.
It's the oldest, it's the best, and it's the one course that everybody, no matter where they're born, wants to play.
Running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Frank, time for the third round and time for a good start.
That's right, 2 rounds in the bank, and what will today have to offer? That's fine.
Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway. Chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a
That will be a great look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
it shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And getting ready for the putt. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
I'm shooting 20 under. This shouldn't be happening, but whatever.
That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
When we start to see shots in hand, really valuable.
Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
400 yards? Don't think so.
Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
Hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that hole location.
Should be safely on deck.
Too much.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Standing over his birdie putt. just
Man,
slides
I'm
by.
missing all the putts
Yeah,
here.
can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Wow.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. On the tee box here at the third now. Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Trying to make yet another birdie.
We need to put it to the right.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Back over now to the fourth. Frank, this would be a good time to get it going. Made some pars to this point, but if you want to win, you have to make birdies.
Rich, I think the thought of winning has to be removed from one's psyche right now. You've just got to worry about what's in front of you. He just looks confused, forgetting about playing the actual game itself. This isn't winning happens by a series of good shots. Let's get back to the basics of playing golf.
Take that.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This is a good-looking shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Back-to-back birdies. We'll see.
We'll see.
Has it. Par fives, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this fifth hole par five measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of three bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the two bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles. Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot, but remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Wow.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Getting set now over the putt.
Oh.
Man,
I just pushed it.
well, that hurts. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. In the hole and a birdie. Moving on to the par 4 6th hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12th. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot, 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those, and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front.
He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot, and now a good look at the green. Looks like about 80 yards left. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Good putt. Back here at the Open Championship on the 7th hole here at the old course.
Yeah, blind tee shot. This is one hole that really does advantage the long hitter. They can get it very close to this green, but this green has got some amazing undulations in it.
Just making it look easy. Picks the spot, sees it, and then hits it. All day long. Hasn't missed a fairway. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Shared green.
That is impressive. Hit every single green in regulation today. Well done. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Apparently it doesn't know the second guy's name.
Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's called short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green, and often you see long, long birdie putts here.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a couple of feet. And he makes it for par. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Chance to get it close here. Not a single weakness today. What a performance. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
As this putt for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect for the reasons why it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
Boy, that can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
Not much.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Oh, no. Wow.
Makes the putt for a birdie. Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze, because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. Touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There is gorse left and right.
I'm going to hit it right in the bunker. And if I go over it, good enough. Wow.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, here at the 12th, the green really is the key.
Yeah, there's a subtle shelf in it, so it seems so hard, even with a short pitch shot or even a chip shot, to try and get the ball that close, because if you don't get it running at the right speed, then chances are it's not even going to finish on the right shelf.
Damn.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Terrible.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Right in the heart. Here at the par 4 13th hole at the old course, Frank, what's the best play, power, or do you go with precision?
Well, you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. If you can take those coffins out of play, that's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle, then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in, and then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of the screen.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Oh, terrible.
Now putt for par.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the fourth hole. The fourth hole is adjacent to the 14th, and if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back to the green. But it's a safer way, but a much longer option.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. What makes the old course at St. Andrews so memorable is not just the round of golf, but it's the setting. It's the old town. It's people watching from the windows nearby. All of that makes it really a good experience. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, the incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, the 15th here at the old course, just a classic example of links golf, where you might be aiming for something that isn't even on the golf course.
Exactly. There's a nice line there. In between the two humps that you can see in front of you off the tee, if you keep looking down, you'll see the church steeple. That's the perfect line for the tee shot. Got to be careful with the second shot coming up. You see the 16th tee and out of bounds to the right of this green, and that little pot bunker that protects the front.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Go ahead and do that for birdie. All right, Frank, another par 4. It's the 16th. Players trying to make their way to the house, standing up in one piece. What's the best way to get at this hole?
Well, the normal player would actually try and hit the ball down the left. I've seen the odd player try and hit it down that out of bounds line and sort of flash it down the right side, but really there's not much of an advantage, Rich, unless you're the longest hitter in the business. So a little short and a little left of the principal's nose is a nice setup for the second shot here at 16.
315. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Good read, good line, well played.
Frank, this really is an amazing hole, the road hole, 17 at the old course.
Yeah, the biggest problem really is the tee shot right in front of you. How brave are you? How much can you take it over the corner of that clubhouse? You'll see a sign in front of you, the old course hotel. Ideally, you want to take it over the U in course, and that should find the center of the fairway. You go a little further right of that, then you better hit it long.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Good putt. Frank, is there a more famous landmark in the sport than the tiny Swoken Bridge?
I think when you think of this game, the way in which we've followed it and covered it, Rich, over the last decade plus, no. It is just symbolic, not just with this golf course, but the game of golf itself, because every great champion has managed to make his foray across to Scotland and play the old course and walk across that bridge.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. Count that for a birdie. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present final round coverage of the 144th Open Championship. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Bogey here yesterday, now this for birdie.
Great start.
Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well, the ideal tee shot just a little over that gorse bush in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in, but it also brings in a little bit of trouble. But if that pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in from the right side.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. On the tee box here at the third now. Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
Well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Pot.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310. Second shot.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Did the job right there. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
Playing his second shot.
Oh, wow. Not very good at all.
That shot does finish up on the green, but it sets up for a very difficult putt. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Damn, that did not curve.
So a
I thought it
long
would.
putt there and just
Darn.
didn't read it quite right. Birdie try again here today. Makes the putt for a birdie.
For eagle.
Now to the 374-yard par 4/6, another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here, because that'll affect the strategy off the tee. But bunkers left and right to be avoided. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
It might not come out well for me.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up, too. You could hit anything from there.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Should be safely on deck.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, that's how you keep a round going. Make
Look
putts
at it,
just
didn't
like
really change
that.
a thing.
Continuing from the oldest championship in the game. It's the Open Championship at the old course at St. Andrews. Here at the 7th hole now, Frank.
Yeah, you try and hit your tee shot over a little stone there. It's called the March stone. That's a good line for like left of center. And, well, if you can just work it off that, good tee shot. You're only going to have a pitch in here to a green that's set up very high. Oh, they've had some meat behind it.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That would be a great look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play. And it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here.
Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Like that brain me, so I brought it back in a little bit. Too much.
Just a couple of feet. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews, and Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
Oh, he was so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, another famous hole, this time the par 311.
Yeah, this hole was made famous by the left bunker, which is called the Hill, where Bobby Jones, when he first played St. Andrews, couldn't get the ball out of the bunker, so in the end he actually ripped up his scorecard. A lot's changed since then, but the hole hasn't lost its luster.
Frank, this really is a remarkable turn of events, considering that earlier we had pretty much written him off.
Well, we had, for good reason, too. Was not playing well. It looked like the round was going to continue to go in that direction. But somehow, and believe me, I don't know how, he's just completely turned this round around.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Just a little tap in here. Beautifully done. Nice birdie. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic.
Village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left and that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good putt. Now to the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The two bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, then you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly. Oh, that's fine.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, that's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Okay, no problem with that one. Frank, the 14th is a big par 5, chance to make a big move, but also possibility of making a big number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very aware of the out of bounds on the right side, even though it does move to the right. Ideal tee shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot away from that crop of bunkers called the birdies. There's a big cross bunker up ahead that has to be avoided for the second shot. If you're long enough, you can reach this par 5 and 2, but this green with so many undulations that it is anything other than flat.
Didn't cover the flagstick on that one, but on the green, safely, with about 30 feet to go. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Could it be? What a tremendous display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field too. We've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from start to finish.
Frank, the 15th here at the old course, just a classic example of links golf, where you might be aiming for something that isn't even on the golf course.
Exactly. There's a nice line there in between the two humps that you can see in front of you off the tee. If you keep looking down, you'll see the church steeple. That's the perfect line for the tee shot. Got to be careful with the second shot coming up. You see the 16th tee and out of bounds to the right of this green, and that little pot bunker that protects the front.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back foot, where the instructor gave you that one small bit of advice and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long. So it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years, and you will make just little bad habits. Sometimes you're stooped over a little bit more than normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move, or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. The famous 17th at the Open Championship, Frank. You begin to see the scoreboards, the grandstands, and you know all eyes are on you for the next couple of holes.
Yeah, this is one hole I think that anybody that goes to the old course certainly wants to play. Blind tee shot. You've got to flash it across the out of bounds and somehow find the fairway. If you go too safe down the left side, well, there's some heather to be chopping out of. Good tee shot certainly gives you a chance to hit at this beautiful green that's angled to the left, well protected by the road hole bunker. And if you're a little ambitious and a little strong, then there's a road itself and an out of bounds beyond this green.
Oh, man.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, I thought he had that.
Man.
That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Just a couple of feet. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Well, when you stick your tee into the 18th at the old course at St. Andrews, Frank, you know you're playing a piece of history.
And a chance, too, to finish it off in style, because this par 4 is reachable. A lot of people will aim at the clock tower, which is on the R&A building in the distance. That's a little left of this green. If you feel a little brave and you want to make a hero of yourself, just aim a little further right, exactly where the green is. Avoid the valley of sin, and you might just have a wee dram at the end of the day.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie to win the Open Championship. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Just a great putt and a great win.